Hey, hi, it's Jess here. Just popping in before the episode to make a quick announcement that we have merch now. That's right, you can support your favorite Sims podcast, which would be us, Under the Plum Bob, with a brand new t-shirt, or hoodie, or coffee cup, or tote bag, or you can even be like me and slap a sticker on a water bottle. We have a bunch of really cool designs for you to choose from, including some based on some memorable moments from episodes, like this one here.
Name the town they're living in. IHOP.
Yes.
The International House of not prosperity.
No, prosperity.
Not prosperity.
Problems.
International House of Problems. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very much this podcast.
Or even moments like this one.
Prep for the worst, hope for the best, land in between.
It's honestly been like my life motto since grade school.
Can we get that in a shirt?
And now it is on a shirt. Anyway, go check out the entire collection in our shop. You can find it at bit.ly/plumbobmerch. Again, that is bit.ly/plumbobmerch. Plumbob merch is all one word. And keep an eye on all of our social media so you know when we are planning on having a sale. That's all I've got for you, so I'll go ahead and let you get back to the episode now. Bye! Welcome to Under the Plum Bob, the podcast about all things related to The Sims. Hey everybody, it's been a while. How's it going?
We took a break. You were tired.
Yeah. We needed a break. We definitely needed a break.
But you know, who doesn't take a quick summer break? You know,
Right?
everyone else does.
Just took a summer vacation. That's all.
Kids do. Adults don't.
I know, right?
Yeah, we took a break because we needed one, so.
Right.
But we're back because it's Pride Month.
Woo! Well, when we're recording it, it's Pride Month. You are listening to this in the middle of July, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. But right now is Pride Month.
Pride Month! I'm Jess, by the way.
It's Jen. Hi.
Hi guys, it's Allie. We're here.
Yeah, we wanted to come back, and since we are starting to record stuff in June, we thought we would do some fun Pride-themed, at least one Pride-themed episode. Kind of talking about history of, like, LGBTQIA in The Sims.
Yeah, yes.
The Sims has been, like, just kind of open, I feel like, the whole time. I feel like they were open, but not, like, open. Like, they weren't, like, broadcasting back in the early 2000s. Like, oh, look, you can have a gay Sim. They were kind of like, you can do any adult thing. We're not saying you can be gay, but we're also not saying you can't.
So don't ask, don't tell. Pretty much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very early 2000s. Very
Yes.
early 2000s.
Wasn't that something that happened, like, when they were showcasing The Sims 1 at, like, some event or whatever? They just let the Sims go and two female Sims ended up kissing?
I think I do remember something like that. Was it Sims 1 though?
I want to say it was Sims 1.
Because I never played Sims 1 or Sims 2. I came in with Sims 3. And so, but I remember something like someone, like some reason it's in my core memory. I'm like, I remember this, but I don't know from where. But
I vaguely remember talking about it.
Yeah. But as long as I played The Sims, they've always been, obviously maybe from Sims 3 on, they've been very, very open and like allowing any marriage type so far, because I love when I get to make my Sim a lesbian. I'm like, yes, it's
Literally the first time.
Destroy someone else's marriage just to have
yes.
Them. I'm like, yes.
Honestly, that's what I'm doing in Sims 4 right now. My female Sim has broken up the goth marriage to steal Bella.
Yes.
Bella is currently living her best lesbian life.
Because we established in the Maxis Madness that Mortimer doesn't deserve her.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Very true.
So like I was saying before, this is The Sims 1. This is early 2000s. We didn't have that kind of stuff back then. We didn't talk about it really. Like, it was a huge scandal if somebody was like, oh my god, ha ha ha, gay people. I remember, like, the episode of Friends where, like, Carol gets married and, like, it was just, like, a whole punchline of, haha, Carol's gay, she's in a gay wedding, haha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember the
Like,
early
put her in
2000s, the whole no
yeah.
homo. You like had to say like no homo after
Yeah.
something to like make it
Yeah.
like really.
I love you, man. No homo.
I know, seriously. Like, just love your bro. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine.
So, in The Sims 1, the same-sex couples could move in together, but they couldn't marry. But marriage wasn't a recognized status or relationship type like it is now. It was just like a really quick social interaction, and then like you can move in or marry someone. The game didn't distinguish like partner or fiance or anything like it does in the future. So like, I mean, this wasn't, like we said, this wasn't a thing. Like, we didn't have a lot of same-sex marriage in those days. Like, that didn't even become legal till like 2015 in the United States. Households containing 2 or more Sims occasionally receive random phone calls asking if they want to adopt a baby. So like, there's no formal relationships, like there's no mom, dad, mom, dad type thing. So no one's designated as a parent, so you're kind of like playing with your Barbie dolls.
Sims 1 was
So
very
people just,
bare
like,
bones.
They just throw you a kid. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the annoying phone call would just like go off, you go answer it, and it's like, I forget what it said exactly, and it's like was it like someone died and you inherit? No, maybe not.
Someone died. Here's their kid. You now get Alexander Goth. Here you go. Oh god, that creepy ass kid. Dear Lord.
Did they really hate me that much that they left me their kid?
I just moved here. What happened?
Why do I have Alexander now?
Where'd this kid come from? Ew. Take it back.
I barely know the gods.
Mortimer didn't know anyone else. He's like, I met this lady one time at a party. Here's my kid. I died.
Oh my god, it's like the beginning plot to a really bad early 2000 rom-com.
Yes.
That's probably where my head's going with it, is like that one Kate Hudson movie. I think.
Oh, yes.
Well, then she did it again because she did that one movie with the Sia movie that was very not helpful to autistic people.
No.
Where she like inherited her sister's kids again.
No, should have stuck with the first one. The Raising Helen. That's what it was.
Raising Helen, yes.
It was like Dakota Fanning the kid in that movie?
No.
Hayden Panettiere was one of the teenagers.
And the Breslins.
Okay.
Oh, yes, and the Breslins. I'm not gonna lie, I knew they were siblings, but it like clicked in my head that, oh shit, they're siblings, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I do that with
same
a lot
last
of...
name, but just didn't connect.
I didn't see it until that movie he was in with Zooey Deschanel. The Happening. It's The Happening.
Oh, The Happening. Okay. Oh yeah. The Happening.
Anyway, back to the
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about them just throwing babies throwing random babies at couples or people living together, I guess, in Sims 1.
I do remember that from the console, though. Like, I had my sim and my partner sim, like, they moved in together and they were, like, doing their little lovey-dovey interactions, and all of a sudden the phone started ringing. They're like, hey, do you want a kid? Okay.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, you kiss a few times and then you're... Because that's literally what happened, though, when you had a baby in The Sims 1, was you kissed a few times and it's like,
You want a
hey,
baby?
your baby.
Baby.
Slightly off topic, I hated when they became kids in Sims 1, like, at least on the console, because you could not change what they looked like.
Oh,
I remember
really?
that kid. Yeah, that kid had, like, the full mime makeup going,
Ooh.
and I could not change what he looked like.
Ooh, no.
So, speaking of the console, in the herbs, there's a mission that actively requires the player to become involved in a love triangle with a male and a female herb, though the player may choose one over the other. I don't remember that, but I don't remember big portions of that game.
Okay. Okay, herbs.
And there's like, we'll talk about it later on, but there was like a whole comic that came out with the herbs apparently as like a marketing thing. It was like a webcomic thing, and there's a there's a lesbian couple. We'll talk about, oh, it's right here too. The LGBTQIA Sims in this series, since the series is pretty much up to the player how they want to choose. The PC games don't really have any pre-made Sims that were LGBTQIA. However, in the Herbs for console, the villain Kiki Blunt is shown to be in a relationship with Anna Kist when you read the Herbs comics. And those were released by EA, so like you could like get a feel for what you were about to play. And then it showed like, the 9 districts, and then like additional strips, because like if you listen to the console episodes, like we talked about how like the console games were like the GBA version and the DS versions of this were like so vastly different from like the...
No, yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, and in Hot Date, the expansion pack Hot Date for Sims 1, all randomly generated dates taking place on a downtown lot will be between a male and a female sim. However, the generation of non-player dates is not sophisticated and will show married sims in the same room as their spouse while on dates and other sims without triggering jealousy, suggesting that these dates may actually not be romantic in nature, though the exclusion of same-sex pairings remains curious in that case. I just
Hey, it's a lot of open relationships. We're not judging.
Right.
You know what? They were coming out in the 90s, you know? They were very, like, a little more, you know, open, having fun in the 90s. So,
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
And shout out
Have some
to
fun.
all
Do
the
what,
people.
do what you want to do.
Yeah. Still should have had, like, same-sex pairings, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably should have. Or at least the option to marry in general.
Yeah.
Feels like you just move it in with people. Like, that's fine, too. Like, move in with whomever you want.
But
Yeah.
that's kind of obtuse in the Sims 1, because like there's like the thing that they say now, like all this gay stuff that wasn't in our generation, all this ADHD, we didn't have that back then. We didn't have autism back then. You did. But
yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. It just wasn't shown or seen, and now you're seeing it. So,
Yeah.
Hi.
We're more open about things now.
Yep.
Thank God for that, dear Lord.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
God.
I know.
Let's loosen up, people. Shit.
Yeah.
Won't be as stressed and less wrinkles.
Yeah.
The whole, like the hot tubs and like the vibrating bed you had in The Sims 1, like I talked about this a little. That was like the whole thing. Like when I was 11, I was playing this like 11 or 12, and that's when you're going through puberty and stuff. And I'm like, I didn't know you could kiss girls. That's really cool. I wish I could do that. And then like things kept going, and I'm like, oh, Oh. No.
You're like,
Was The Sims part of
okay.
my sexual awakening too? Maybe.
I mean, tell us in like wherever on our social medias, like, was that a thing for you? Like, how many people was that a thing for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how cartoons are like people on BuzzFeed like talk about cartoons and stuff, and I'm like, how many was like The Sims or like other video games for that matter?
No, definitely. I think Sims 3, again, I played it. I'm a late bloomer. I came late. And Sims 3 was when I was able to like look at my sim. I think my sim just accidentally like randomly like went with a chick, and I was like, ooh, okay, let's see how this goes. And then I was like, ooh, y'all are cute. Let's go. Let's continue. And then, then I would go switch between having a male sim or a girl sim, and I'll go back and forth. And now look at me.
It was definitely like Sims 3, like when I got my own like computer game for my computer. Like I got on one day and I'm playing around, and my one sim is like attracted to another female sim. I'm like, oh, okay,
let's play this out.
Let's do this. See where this goes.
And I think that's the great thing about The Sims is that it literally just lets you explore any scenario in life that you're thinking of, no matter what it is. So.
Play with life, or whatever their little tagline is.
Play with life. Yeah. It's for the sport. Sorry.
I was thinking that. It's in the game.
Oh, thank you. It's in the game. That's what it was.
I mean, it is in the game, so.
Oh my god. Okay. So it looks like Sims 2, same-sex couples can go steady with one another and get engaged the same way as opposite-sex couples. They now have the option to formalize any romantic relationship, but the same-sex couples had a joined union and not a marriage. Okay. I see you, Sims 2.
Yep. Still very much of the time, I think.
Very much of the time, yeah.
Yeah. It's like civil unions were still very prevalent instead of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, like, I remember Rent when they have the civil union and the whole...
yeah.
Take me or leave me. I'm not going to sing. I'm a terrible singer. But, yeah, that whole scene.
Yeah, I love that scene. I love Rent. Sorry.
It's so good.
Rent was also one of my, ooh.
Yeah.
Look at all them. Yes.
Okay.
Still want to play either Joanne or Maureen on stage one of these days.
You should do it.
They had auditions for Rent at the community college like a month or two ago, but I couldn't make it that day. And then thinking about trying to like move my restaurant schedule around was just, it wasn't feasible. So I was like, okay, not this time, but next time. If there's a next time,
do it.
I'm going to try. God. I haven't been on stage in a while, but I'm like, I need to do it.
Yes.
Anywho, same players can observe. I observed that a joined union may yield fewer aspiration points than a marriage for a sim with a related want. Okay, so you didn't get as many aspiration points as a duty thingy. I can't remember what they're called. However, mods are available with same-sex couples are allowed to marry in The Sims 2 on the same terms as opposite-sex couples. Okay. That's where mods came in.
Yeah, modders carrying the game.
Nothing's changed with that.
Nope.
No. Not at all. Modders saving the game. Members of a joined same-sex couple may roll a want to adopt. All adult or elder Sims who have not lost a child to the social workers can adopt. Easy.
I love that caveat.
If you didn't lose one child already,
You could still get
you can
another one.
If you lost that first one, though, I don't know.
Kind of blacklisted now.
Like yes.
Give us a little bit of time.
Like smart. But I think I put it in there. It's hilarious though. By using the services option on a telephone, if the sim is in a joined union, their spouse will be listed as a co-parent. The matchmaker that came with the nightlife and free time expansions allows you to choose either male or female sims. Okay, getting a little looser.
Heads up, the matchmaker, if you still play The Sims, is not called a matchmaker. It's called a word that's a slur. So if you look for that, just realize that it's going to be under the G word, not the matchmaker.
Oh.
It was back in those days.
Yeah, a lot of that shit was really prevalent back then, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just occasional racism, you know?
Yeah. Well. Okay, Sims 2. In The Sims 2 for PSP. Oh, I remember the PSP. Basically, the Switch now.
Yeah.
Basically, the Switch of our day. Shit. In The Sims 2 for PSP, it is very difficult, if not impossible, to complete the game without forming some kind of romantic relationship with both male and female Sims. Oh.
Ooh.
This is because one of the main ways of generating currency and furthering quest objectives in the game is by revealing relationships with a new character. Okay, interestingly, jealousy does not seem to play a role in this spin-off, and the player character is actively encouraged to form romantic attachments with literally every sim they encounter to unlock all secrets in the game.
Wow.
I love that.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love that so much. I never played on the PSP, but that was great. Yeah.
Bring out your best, like, Don Lothario for that one.
Yes.
Bella, I think, is doing... She either finished it or she's still doing, I think, the series on that Sims 2 for PSP. If you guys want to, anybody, even listeners, want to check it out.
I'll have to look at that.
Nice. So that was Sims 2, Sims 3, and Sims Medieval. Marriage is available to any couple in a romantic relationship, and Sims of either gender will recognize their spouse as husband or wife. As in The Sims 2, same-sex couples can go steady with one another and get engaged in the same way as opposite-sex couples. All couples are able to marry regardless of gender, and it should also be noted that while family members of a sim in a same-sex relationship will get a memory of the family member getting engaged, provided that they did in fact get engaged, they will not receive a memory of said family member getting married or joining a union with a member of the same sex. That's a little sucky.
What?
That's kind of silly to not do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I turned my memory system off in Sims 3, so I don't remember. If Generations is installed, two teens of the same sex may autonomously go to the prom together as dates. If Showtime is installed, wishing for love from the genie will result in a dialogue box giving the sim the option to choose the gender of their prospective lover. If Into the Future is installed, couples can travel to the hospital in Oasis Landing and pay 5,000 simoleons to engineer a baby together that will be the biological child of both, regardless of the sexes of the parents. That one is cool.
I remember that one.
Biological child from a same-sex couple.
Let me go make a baby real quick for 5,000.
Yeah. Although, if you have NROS master controller in Sims 3, you can also have same-sex parents have a biological child too.
Yeah, I had that. I loved that mod.
We really need to do an episode on NROS because I love NROS.
Do they still do stuff?
Not a lot, because they were mainly like Sims 3, but yeah. There's so much to that one, though. But yeah, back to the Into the Future thing. This is the first time in the Sims series that same-sex couples have been able to have biological children. And aside from the genetic resemblance, engineering a baby still functions more like an adoption than a pregnancy, in that the child arrives instantly and there is no gestation period or option to carry the baby.
Okay. Just pops up.
In The Sims 3, all young adult, and elder Sims who have not lost a child to a social worker, again, can adopt using the call for services option on a telephone. If the Sim who calls the adoption agency is married, their partner will be considered the co-parent of the adopted child and will receive a line on the family tree. Adoption is not available in The Sims Medieval.
I would think that, probably because adoption wasn't a thing in those days, probably.
No, not really, I don't think.
I think in medieval times, they just kind of pass the child on to the next family. I don't think there was any formal paperwork of adoption.
Here's a child.
Parents died. Grandparents.
Go work on this farm. Yeah. Go work on this farm.
Auntie, here you go.
Yeah.
Are Vikings? I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Are Vikings a thing? This is
in medieval?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say. I may be wrong as well. I'm not in history. Don't come at me.
I went to Catholic school. Don't come at me.
Yeah. Depending on what frame of medieval times you're talking about, they could have coexisted at the same time, but not in the same area.
I think Vikings were way, way, way before.
Yeah, they were
and then in a different part, and then medieval was afterwards in a different part.
Yeah. Yeah, Vikings were Julia's area of Europe. Medieval was more Ava's area.
Watch they both come in and be like, you guys are completely wrong.
Yeah. They're gonna fact check us.
They're like, don't put our names out there, guys.
Yeah.
We're only quoting you, Julia, because it was in a bonus episode. But she did say that, there's she was telling the story of, the real Thor, not, the Marvel Thor. And she was talking about how where she lives, that it is not too far from where something in the story was. I don't remember. I'm sorry, Julia. My brain don't work. But she lives not too far from where something in that story happened. Thor was like a god. That's correct. I don't know. Ava, we'll ask you. Ava, were you in the Middle Ages? Or your town? Probably your town, not you.
Ava, were you yourself in the Middle Ages?
Ava, are you reincarnated? Please tell us.
Did you do a Bill and Ted and go back in time and then come back?
Okay, and I did look it up. The Viking age was 700 something to 1000. And then the medieval area, often called the Middle Ages, was 1400 till 1500.
Okay, I thought so. I'm like, Vikings were way before.
Yeah.
Medieval was way, We know history, guys. We know world history.
Please don't unsubscribe.
Yeah.
But also, we're here in America, so we definitely know somewhat of American history. World history, not so much.
No.
So.
No. We got American educations, which we have a bonus episode talking all about that with Julia.
Yeah, God.
And then me and Jess, I don't know about you, Allie, we had Catholic education, so it was even more just
Yeah, kind of. I didn't go to Catholic school, but I was raised Catholic, so.
Oh, I went to full Catholic school, so mine's just white people did this for religion. It was all good.
I just got the California public school system. During the No Kids Left Behind era.
Oh, no!
I know how to do tests really well, and
no.
You can fill in those bubbles perfectly.
I can fill in bubbles. I know how to, test really well, and it's probably about it, you guys. Not gonna lie.
Can you make pictures with your bubbles?
Oh my god.
Shoot, yeah.
No, I'm super smart, guys.
Here. Here's the thing. My partner says that everyone has their own thing that they're smart in. We might not be good at history, but we're good at... I don't know what I'm good
We're
at.
good at podcasting and,
We
talking
know
about The Sims.
Except when I start making up random facts and I have to later edit myself. Please correct me.
Correct us all.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my god. They have a good amount of LGBTQIA Sims in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sims 3 had... In Moonlight Bay, they had Jeffrey Ryan, who was a pre-made deceased Sim in the Spectre family mausoleum. Leonard Ryan, who was his husband, is still alive and lives in the single dad's household to cope with the loss of his husband.
Oh.
Aww. So sad.
Single dads.
Yeah. Audrey and Dylan Shear in Roaring Heights. Virginia Supine is in a secret relationship with Rita Davis Wells in Roaring Heights, who is married to Mark Davis Wells. Mark is also in a secret homosexual relationship with Michael Dandy.
I do remember this for some weird reason, with the Virginia and the Rita secret relationship.
Oh, yeah? I didn't have Roaring Heights.
In Roaring Heights. I thought that was very scandalous, and I was like, ooh! What are y'all doing over here?
Yep. Virginia is thought to be based off Virginia Woolf, as this is the 20s themed town, and she is a writer who secretly might have loved another woman.
I did hear about that, about Virginia Woolf.
Rita is based off Vita Sackville West, who Woolf was said to have a secret relationship with.
That's a name.
So there's... Mark is a spoof of Tom Buchanan, but is based off Harold Nicholson, a real-life British politician who was married to Vita Sackville West. Both Vita and Harold had an open relationship and were said relationships with both genders throughout their marriage. Michael Dandy is supposed to be based off Jay Gatsby. However, as the opposite of the novel, instead of Daisy having a secret relationship with another man, this time it's Tom, aka Mark. Michael is also said to be similar to Frank Abagnale Jr. in both appearance and storyline, which are both Jay Gatsby and Frank Abagnale Jr. are Leonardo DiCaprio characters, so maybe some fans there.
Just so you guys know who we're talking about Leo.
Yeah. And then, of course, Gabias Coffee in Sunset Valley. He's implied to be gay. However, if left unplayed, he will marry a woman, which may indicate bisexuality or laziness on the programmer's part. Who knows? He is based off the character Tobias Funke from Arrested Development, who, yeah, if you watch that show, he's married to a woman, but he does things that are very, like, are you gay? Are you...
It makes you question slightly. You're like,
Yep.
I'm not gonna ask, but...
Yeah.
Chandra's like a lot. I've seen clips.
Yeah. A lot of things he says, everyone just looks at him like, don't say it like that.
I have a friend like that, and I'm all like, bro. And he's like, I don't know why guys try to hit on. I'm like, bro, because of the shit you say. Like,
Yeah.
like we went out to like it's like a gay bar, and then he's all like, oh, you're being hit on. I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, bro, you not see like the vibe you giving off. I'm like, it all was your idea to come here, so I know you just like having fun with the atmosphere, but I wonder why. Don't be upset.
This is what happens.
Okay, The Sims 4, because this is my baby, pretty much. The Sims 4, marriage is recognized to any couple in a romantic relationship, and Sims of either gender will be recognized as husband or wife. But The Sims 4, all young adult, and elder Sims can adopt by using the household interaction and going to adopt. It'll cost 1,000 simoleons.
What about the child services? There's no caveat on this one.
It's not an option or a requirement in this one. So it looks like they went free range back with the children.
Yeah.
You're a bad parent. Oh, well, there's lots of randomly
Here's some more kids.
I've honestly never lost a child to the services in Sims, so I actually don't know what would happen
I don't
Like,
either.
I know. I
Even
just
when my
feel
toddlers
bad.
are like, when my toddlers get hungry, he's like, you better feed them or they'll get taken away. And I'm like, okay, they're eating now. Shut up.
I know, right? I'm like, no. Don't get taken away. Don't get taken away. I keep thinking of him like the repo man in Sims 3 where he like sucks the child
Yeah.
away or something.
Oh, God.
That would have been amazing. Why did you guys do that?
Slightly traumatizing, but yes.
Oh, what? You didn't feed your toddler?
Not the vacuum, little Jimmy, not the vacuum.
Comes in, repos your child and your fridge because you didn't feed them.
Just put the child in the fridge, and that's one less thing to carry.
You didn't feed your kid in time. I'm taking your fridge and your child.
Now nobody's eating here.
Kids, don't go in the fridge. I learned that lesson the hard way from Punky Brewster.
Yeah, I don't hide in the fridge.
It was a very, very special episode of Punky Brewster.
Oh, Punky. So anyone can adopt children.
And
In
even
Sims
if
4.
it has been taken away. It's really, though, it's just what it is just like a lady comes and she's like, oh, I'm gonna walk out with your kid. You know how like when they die you can't reset Sim to make them be alive anymore? It's the same.
Okay.
Good to know.
All teens and older Sims can go into Create a Sim via testing sheets or simply change Sim on a mirror, dresser, or closet. They can customize their gender to be able to impregnate or be impregnated. So same-sex couples can have biological children. This was most likely to include transgender Sims. That was like an update like 2 years ago for Pride, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When like all the flags and stuff came out, and
Mm-hmm.
now I don't even see those anymore in the game.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the only time to date in the Sim series that same-sex couples can get pregnant without mods, and the second method by which same-sex couples could have biological children without the use of mods. And then like as I was writing this was like the day after that update came out where you could have custom pronouns.
Yeah, Sims 4 has really been like a whole step ahead on the other games, like with identities and stuff. Because everything else was all like sexuality related. This brings in the identity.
Yes.
So I really like that.
Yes. They very much they stepped up on that part.
Yeah. Even before the pronoun update, like you could have your male Sims wear female clothes and vice versa.
Yes, they made
and
that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. More feminine or masculine, or they even took where you can just take it off, where you can just put whatever clothes you wanted on.
Yeah, whatever clothes, like a masculine T-shirt over a skirt. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, do it. It made for some great outfits for townies. I'm not gonna lie.
Really did. It really did.
They probably could have did a little bit better with the way like it comes out on some Sims, because like if you look, like even like the males, they still have kind of like a boob outline when you use like feminine tops, and like the masculine tops kind of have like, I don't know, they could have did a little bit better like programming wise with the way the shirts look, like the way that they fit
like
the Sims,
The way the
adjust the wireframes a little
yeah
bit.
yeah
You'll get there.
Yeah, I will say that, because I think I put like a kind of beefier guy in like one of the strappy little dresses, and it just did not look right.
Yeah. And like, I mean, in real life it would look right because they could like fix it for their body, but like in the Sims it just like comes out very blocky looking. Yeah. And like they would have cleaned up the programming on that a little. But I mean, they did it when other games haven't done it. So
yeah,
you gotta give them that.
Give them credit on that one.
I've always thought the men's clothes in Sims were blocky in general.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're very much like maybe a little tapered, but it's still very much like very straight edges.
Yeah, like, did you guys get that menswear pack? Like, whatever, the menswear kit?
No, I have not gotten a single kit.
There's, like, a lot of, like, skirts and dresses and stuff like that. But the thing that kind of sucks is, like, even the skirts, they're like this, and then, like, they taper outward in a way that doesn't make sense. Whoop, whoop, like that. Nobody can, listeners can't, but like if you have the pack, or just like if you're listening now, Google it, like it goes weird. Not like on a female.
Like a flare.
Yeah, it's
Like
not
at
a
the
good
bottom or
flare,
something.
though.
Not a good flare. It's like an over flare than just a regular light flare that a usual skirt probably would give.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, and I feel like that's a programming thing and not like they did it on purpose to make a man look terrible in like a skirt.
Yeah.
But we have a bajillion Sims that are in the LGBTQIA rainbow in the Sims 4. So we have Derek McMillian and his husband Ian Moody in Cottage Living.
I love Ian. Ian Moody. At least in my game, he's funny. He's always around.
I see him all the time too.
I see him all the time. I haven't played as them yet though.
I haven't played him, but I've had my sim like interact with him. And I think like I haven't played in a minute, but I think one of my sims is like good friends with him, and so it's funny. He'll pop in my house, like just be, hey, I'm here.
I'm here. I'm clear. Let me
in. Just walk in my fridge, like, hey. I'm like, hey, no, I'm about to leave, guys. I'm about to go to work. What are you doing here?
Okay. Here's what bothers me though about that real quick. How come people's Sims, even if you have the action plans turned off, I think, or I'm just making up shit again, they can come in and go in your refrigerator and just like get stuff out. But if you go to somebody's house and go in the refrigerator and get shit out, they're like, you gotta leave.
You're being rude. I really don't appreciate this.
That fucking double standard, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I just realized that too. Yeah. I think you're hella rude. How dare you come in? Make yourself some food. Sir, you invited me over when I was hungry, okay? So I'm gonna come in and make myself some food real quick so I don't die and starve in your house.
For sure. I know you can. They just come in and they're like, I'm at his party, I'm hungry, I'm gonna get some pancakes out. Okay.
Yeah, and then like they don't finish it halfway through.
Yeah, I got so used to people like coming in and doing that in my house, so that when I had the little like phone call, like, hey, this person's new to your neighborhood, you want to go welcome them? So I went over to their house. I'm like, let me make you some food. Like, this is welcome to the neighborhood. I will cook for you. I opened the fridge and got, you need to leave now.
Bitch, let me stay. I'm cooking you food, bitch.
You know what? Next time I'm just gonna bring you a goddamn fruitcake like everyone else brings me. Okay?
Have you gotten your fruitcake yet? Here you go.
Here's your fruitcake. Ugh! That's how you get that gross stuff.
The fruitcakes are for toddlers when I don't feel like feeding them.
There you go.
That's so mean. Wow, Sims torture. That's Sims torture right there.
Child abuse.
Forget about locking them in a room with no door. That's Sim torture. Only feed them fruitcake.
They gotta learn early. Kids, you gotta learn that sometimes you gotta eat things that you don't want to fix because your parents aren't out of spoons today.
Although I will say, Salim loves fruitcake.
Oh, yeah, there's a few that loves fruitcake, and I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, Salim.
And then we got Oleana. I apologize. I think it's
Nagata, maybe?
And Leela Illies in Island Living. And they were the first pre-made lesbian couple in the series. Nico Okada and Hina Matsumoto in Snowy Escape. There's a whole bunch of like Max's made Sims that were like, they had that whole push from the box art people and they made them like Sims. There's Della Ostral and her girlfriend is Mia Hayes. They're on the box art. One of them is the purple-haired girl with the knot bun.
Yeah. I've seen them roaming around my game. I don't think they have homes, but they roam around. They're there.
Mm-hmm. They're around.
One of them, I don't remember who's who. One of them's the purple hair. One of them's the one with the beanie. And she's got blonde hair. And then we got Camille and Dominique Soto from Wedding Stories. They're the ones that are in the trailer, I think, right?
Does
Yeah.
Wedding Stories work yet? Because I have not bought it yet, but I kind of want it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
And I don't know if it's actually working yet.
My thing is, I downloaded mods that like help it work, and I haven't taken them out to try it without it. So it works in the sense that my mods might be making it work and it might not. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll Google it.
Werewolf Pack is working.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's so cute. I have to get that one. I have to get.
Ross Valentine, who's also from the gallery, he's being pursued by Kiara Tilo, but he's in love with Brent Hong, but Brent is in love with Kiara. And I wrote that it gives me love stinks from The Wedding Singer, that song where he's like, he loves her, but she loves this guy right here, and he loves somebody else.
Love stinks.
Yeah.
I love that.
He said it's actually a song by the Jay Giles band, so I mean, but who knows that song other than The Wedding Singer for real?
We forgot about Tina and Yasmin Tinker.
Oh yeah, they're real cute.
Lifestyle. The Tinkers are really cute. They are.
They've got a cute little daughter. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Vitor, that's my husband. He's bisexual. I love him even more for that. V Moradi is asexual and aromantic. They are from Batu. I don't know this Sim.
Because who plays Batu?
I don't know.
I'm glad they're there because we need the ace and aro representation too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, who plays Batu?
Why would you put them in the least liked expansion pack for real?
They put so much. Yes, exactly. They put so
Did
much.
Did I say that out loud? My bad.
They put so much into this like pack being something like, "Hey, it's Star Wars," and then we're all like, "It's money grab." No, get out of here.
Isn't it literally the park that's in Disney? Like, isn't that what it is? It's just literally that Disney park?
Probably.
I think so.
So why couldn't we have done that? Never mind. Because Star Wars. Never mind.
Money grab. They paid that Star Wars money. They're going to use that Star Wars money.
Damn straight.
Exactly why. I'm like, well, couldn't we have done that with like other things? But no, it's Star Wars. I'm sorry. I don't like Star Wars. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I've never seen
if they've come this far along, they know we don't particularly care for Batu.
Yeah.
We've all expressed our to dislike for Batu.
Yeah.
It's like Batu is at the lowest level, and then my pet stuff.
I think Batu is even lower than my first pet.
Oh yeah, that's at the end. Pet stuff's a little bit higher, and then who knows what else. It depends on the person for the rest.
They're keeping each other company down in the basement.
Right. So in Cottage Living, Rami Watson is married to Thomas Watson. However, she cheated on him with Lavina Chopra.
Ooh.
I guess that's like a backstory that's, I don't know.
I can't remember what Lavina looks like, but why would you cheat on Thomas? He's so cute.
I know.
Well, I want to say when I was doing this that it said that they have a low relationship, and like it didn't indicate if it was because she had cheated on him or if it was she had the low relationship and then cheated on him because of the.
Have we done like recent lore like update?
No, we haven't.
I don't think we have. We need to.
Like, this is some stuff like, ooh.
I know, I'm not used to this in Sims 4. I like this.
Spicy. I'm like, okay.
Tell me more.
Oh, God, no, Lavina.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
She's better.
Yeah, Rami's really pretty. I think she could have done better than Lavina. But maybe she was just attracted to the power. Because Lavina's like the mayor or something?
Yeah, she looks like she's dressed up like she's
She the mayor?
important. She's got the hat and the matching dress suit. That's all I'm saying.
She is the mayor of Henford, and her son Rahul Chopra works as a grocery delivery person. Her
There we go.
son, he's a real cute guy when he gets older. But we got Brent and Brant. Obviously, that was like the big push on the cats and dogs. I know for sure they were the first same-sex couple, like male couple that was like pushed in The Sims. I don't remember if they were the first same-sex couple period pushed in The Sims 4.
Well, it was. Did Cats and Dogs come out before Island Living?
I think.
Because I vaguely remember, Brett and Brant, a big deal, being like they're the first like confirmed gay couple.
I think Cats and Dogs came out first, and then Island Living.
So Cats and Dogs, 2017 November. Island Living. That's recent, I know for sure.
It's like 2018, I think. Island Living.
Yep, 2019.
2019.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
2019.
So then they
Seems
were
so long ago. So long ago, but also so close.
Yeah. You know what? 2020 didn't happen. I mean, it did happen, but it didn't exist. Don't
I
count
always forget about it.
Yeah.
Even though it
Didn't
felt
we
like 6 years
Brett
in one.
more than Brant in our 2020 maxes? Or didn't one of them go farther than the other?
Yes, one of them went farther than the other. I can't remember which one it was.
We're like, fuck with the other one. The other one's cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think one of them went up against Salim, so we're like, Salim.
That's true.
Brent is the tan one, and Brant is the black guy.
I think Brant was against Salim.
Oh, yeah.
Brant's a little more of a daddy-looking guy, so I could see him being way.
Zaddy?
Yeah, he is like a zaddy-looking guy. Brant kind of looks like, dude down the street walking.
Brent.
Brent looks like he would be like, my husband handles everything. I don't do it.
Oh my god.
I can see that.
I can very much see that.
Brant's like, oh my god, my husband can't take the trash out again. I gotta take the trash out.
Who we have? Claude Renee. Oh god, this name.
Yeah,
Yep.
for real. That's the Claude Rene Duplantier Guidry. He's bisexual.
Ghost? Or
I think it is.
That you supposed to like resurrect or whatever? I have not played Paranormal too much. I bought it, but I couldn't figure out how to like get past some stuff. And then I went, fuck it. And then I was.
Yeah, I played the whole paranormal aspect for like that first day that I had it, and then it's kind of been like, I like the build buy stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. I like the aesthetic.
Yeah, so he is the ghost, and it says that he's like the ghost NPC that basically guides you on what to do. That's kind of why his name Guidry, but Guidry,
Yeah.
play on words.
Okay.
He died by a Murphy bed.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I do remember that. Yep. Death by Murphy bed.
Was it Ava or Caitlin that was streaming when they got it? They're like, okay, we gotta get a ghost baby.
It was Ava.
Ava, yes.
It was Ava trying to get him to be her ghost daddy.
Yeah. All we want are ghost babies.
He's cute.
That is the one fun thing about Sims 3 is that you can have ghost babies.
I know, right? Bring back ghost babies.
Ghost babies.
So it says he lived from 1883 to 1920. That makes him 37-ish in human years. Did they have Murphy beds in those days?
In The Sims, they did.
Yeah, like not like ones that would kill you from like malfunction, but yeah, they had like very like pulley system kind of ones.
I feel like those would have probably killed you more than the ones we
Probably,
have
yeah.
now.
You have one rope snap,
You
you're dead.
somehow rig this thing real quick.
Yeah.
We already established we don't know history.
We're gonna speculate all we want.
Yeah, they had Murphy beds, and they were pulley systems, and they only had one rope, and the rope snapped, and then it killed people. Duh.
And they had
Climbing
to be
down-
heavy as fuck, too.
They probably
Yeah.
all that like actual wood or like whatever
Yeah.
they made out of.
Solid wood. None of that particle board shit.
Don't even get me started on some particle board shit.
I know.
My best friend bought a purple couch off of Wayfair right before he moved out to Colorado. He bought it for like $400, and he goes, "This is really cheap." And I'm like, "That's cheap for a couch?" And sure enough, we found out because the damn thing broke within a month. Like, he had to put the table under the couch. And like the only person who at that point could sit on the couch was his daughter, who weighed like 60 pounds, or the dog that weighed like 50. Like,
Oh
if
my god.
a person sat on it, it was not a good time.
Ooh. Mary and Blossom Greenberg.
They're kind of cute, like a cute old couple. And then there's another Maxis Gallery family, the Mo Choice, that came out with when they came out with the gender customization options. The Sims were Can Fetter, Fiona Whitfield, Dana Adler, Leanna Epps, Pac Reed, Jalen Mace, and Phoenix Money.
Nice.
Okay.
Just gonna say, I love the name Phoenix Money.
I know, right?
Good
Phoenix Money.
We have Hunter Evans from the gallery. That's another box art person. He's like a nerdy looking white dude.
Is he the one? Is he the one with the t-shirt and the tattoos?
He's just some nerdy looking white dude, bro. That's all it is.
Nerdy looking white dude.
You Google Hunter Evans, just as Hunter Evans, and a whole bunch of nerdy looking white dudes pop up. So
Well, named Hunter Evans, so yeah.
I can't see tattoos because he's got like a button-up shirt on and then like a striped shirt with like a few buttons at the top on here. But he is giving me Anthony Rapp vibes.
But it's giving you Anthony Rat vibes.
He definitely does. Like, he's got the glasses and the blonde hair. And then that's it. That's all we got.
Well, Sims.
So far.
So far.
But Sims, you've really progressed through your games. I would say I'm very proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to Google real quick just to make sure, because they pulled that werewolf thing kind of out of the butt. And
Do we have gay werewolves?
Oh, do we have a gay werewolf?
I mean, I know it's not official game lore, but everyone, literally every player, all of us, it's our fan canon that Greg the werewolf is in a relationship with Vlad.
Ooh.
Vlad needs somebody.
I'll take that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't somebody tweet us about it too? Or
Yeah, Caitlin tweeted about everyone liking that idea, and one of the gurus, Bat, I think, started creating his own little fanfic for them in our replies.
I was reading that. I was at work when you guys were saying this stuff, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like trying to read it, like go through it. I was like, "Oh my god, this is too good. This is too good."
Okay, it's like, why are we getting all these notifications? And I'm like, oh my god, a sim guru just put fanfic in our replies.
Screenshot.
Yep.
You put it together and read it on a podcast one day, read it on an episode.
Yes.
Here's some werewolf fan fiction for you Sims lovers.
Yes. Werewolf vampire fan canon.
It's like the Twilight thing we always wanted.
No, let me tell you, I am on team Bella should have just left Forks, and then, Jacob and Edward were too moody to be with each other.
You know what? Twilight should have also been a little note for me, because I loved me some Alice. Alice was my bitch in that one. I was like, ooh.
Yes.
Alice
Yes.
girl. Ooh, so that should have been a spark for me as well.
There's only one family, and that family does not have any LGBT people. And then there's Greg, but like Jess was saying, it's not canon. Is fanon what they call it? Canon is the word.
Yeah, fan cannon,
Yeah.
head cannon.
I'm not up to the terminology, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not either. I literally saw like 3 different terms. I'm like, that all means the same thing to me.
Yes. Because we're old and oh, that word makes sense. I'm going to use that word.
I'm almost 34. I'm almost too old to be on the internet.
No, you're not. You're 24. What are you talking about? No, you don't want to be 24.
Thank you.
You don't want to be 24.
No.
You don't want to be 24.
No, I was good hitting 30 and getting out of my 20s.
You're like, I'll stick at 30. I'll just be 30 for the next like couple years. It's fine.
Yep, I'm good.
After like 27, you're just like, I'm 30. Like, even if you're 28, you're like, I'm 30.
I think pretty much at the moment I turned 28 last year, I was like, so I'm 30, basically. Someone asked me, oh, how are you? I'm like, almost 30. I'm like, just rounding up at this point.
Yep.
28, 29, something around there. Something around there.
That's how it is. You start rounding up to the next 5 year.
I think I might stick at 30 though.
I just turned 33 and I'm like, I don't know. I'm 30. I don't know. You guess. You tell me how old am I?
You guess. You tell me how old I am.
Yeah.
I will go with whatever you say.
Yeah. You're 50. Okay. Some days I feel like that.
It's funny. Sometimes like my hosts at my restaurants don't realize how old I am. They think I'm probably like 24 or 25 or something. And they're like, oh, the managers like so old or whatever. I'm like, bro, I'm the same age. Like, I'm about to be 30. Like, I'm the same age, guys. Like, what's going on? Like, oh, not you though, not you. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, guys.
You know, I used to work at a summer camp, and the year I turned 20, all the girls were like, it's your birthday? And I'm like, yeah, it's my birthday. How old are you? Like, 30, 40? And I'm like, I'm 20.
Oh, no!
30, 40, 20? God dang, kids, make me kick
20?
you. Go.
Jeez.
Don't be rude.
No, they were like 10, so it was like anything over 15 is like so old to them.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh, the Vine with the little girl where she's like, I'm 17. I'm a grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one. I send that to one of my coworkers like all the time because she's literally like 25 and she's like, I'm so old. I'm like, you're a child still. Shut up.
I know. That's like my hosts, they're like 17, 18, and they're just like, I'm so tired. I'm like, girl, you don't even know yet. Like, they just all graduated high school. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, God.
Just wait, guys. They're like, I graduated high school. I'm like, oh, sweetie. I'm so happy for you. Enjoy it right now while it lasts. Like, enjoy it while it lasts. They're like, oh, my summer is so free. I get to stay out every night. I'm like, oh, yes, and enjoy that while it lasts as well. Enjoy that while it lasts.
That will not last.
You will get tired and be like, ooh, you want to go out after you want me to go out after 10? I'm already in bed in my house. Like,
yeah. If it doesn't start at like 6 o'clock, I'm just gonna go ahead and say no.
Right. I went to emo night and that started at 10 o'clock. And me and my friend was 38 and I was 32 at the time. We were there for like an hour and a half. She's like, I'm ready to go. And I'm like, yes, I am ready to go.
I think I did the same thing. I was like, I think the doors opened at like 9 or something. And I was like, ooh, it's kind of late.
Right.
It's not going to start until like 9:30, 10. I was like, I'm going to want to be home at least by midnight. So I was like.
Yeah.
You realize who you are catering to? We're
like,
tired.
Yeah, I know.
We got jobs in the morning.
Seriously. I went to a house party once, and like it was at an Airbnb, and like the cops were called, and so everyone was all like, like shush in the back, right? Because I guess some like underage kids like snuck in or got in or whatever, and we're trying like everyone to be quiet. I looked around, I'm like, I'm too old for this shit, y'all. I'm 25, 26, like I can be here. I looked at my friend, she was like 23. She goes, yeah, we're too old for this shit, guys. Like we're
Yeah.
And then like after the cops left, we're like, are you good? She goes, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go. We're like, yeah, fun. We saw the band perform, which is what we're supposed to do. Okay, cool beans. We've done our due diligence. Now we're
going.
We're gonna go. We've shown our faces. And bye-bye. Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening, and thank you.
We're so happy to be back.
Yes. You're back.
And hey, guess what?
What?
We got merch. We got merch now. We got a new merch store.
Yes.
And Jess and Julia did really great designs, and they're all up there. And if there's anything you want, like in particular, go ahead and tell us. Like, we got basic shirts and hats, and there's plus size.
There's mugs, there's masks.
There's a little bit of everything.
I will have to adjust the sales, but when we get going, there should be like a free shipping sale. So that'll be real great. You can get free shipping on stuff, and yeah,
just watch our social media. We'll plug that sale when we get it up and going. Our site, our little shop is at bit.ly/plumbobmerch. So go there, check out all of them. Make sure you scroll through the menu because it shows a bunch of designs when you first get there, but not all of the designs. So make sure you go through the whole website.
We got some of our great sayings. We got some great sayings in there.
Yeah. Yes, we got like a bunch of our sayings. We got the International House of Problems. We've got hope for the best, prepare for the worst, fly through the middle.
We got our old design just for nostalgia's sake. Eventually, when we get more, we're going to take that off probably.
Yep, so if you want like Plum Bob Originals, get that.
But we got the new design with Julia's beautiful little redesign and like the galaxy, and they took off me and Jess's favorite tie-dye design with the galaxy. But get your own and tie-dye yours the way you want to tie-dye it. I just did that with some stuff, so it'll be fun.
I've been tie-dyeing forever.
Oh my god, it is so fun. And show us.
I love tie-dyeing. Yeah, if you get any of our merch, just send us a picture. We'd love to plug that on our socials, like throw it in our stories.
Well, that'd be fun. Yeah, send us all our photos.
Yeah.
We want to see those t-shirts, those hats, those masks, those mugs.
Yeah.
Bags,
whatever you
got
get.
bags.
Yeah, bags. We got tote bags. We got, all kinds of good stuff.
To tag us in those social medias, we are Plum Bob Podcast on Reddit. You post it in Reddit. Plum Bobcast on Instagram and Twitter. Under the Plum Bob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr. We still have a Tumblr. No one talks to us on that. Do that because I get bored sometimes. You can email us at plumbobcast.com or type out under the Plum Bob Podcast at gmail.com. Sorry, that's so wordy. And subscribe, rate, review. We're on everything you can think of. Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, Google Play, Pandora. If that's not something you listen on, please tell us and we will figure it out. And thanks to our wonderful writing and research team, which is me on this one.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
Good job, me.
Yeah. Round of applause.
And
doing work.
I got it off of the Sims fandom wiki. And there is a site called LGBTQGameArchive.com. Like, it's got a lot of games that have the LGBTQ rainbow of people. And, like, it'll tell you, like, I think if it's friendly to LGBTQ or not, like, the elements of games and stuff. So, like, that's probably good. Should check it out if you are under the rainbow umbrella. I also like the term the alphabet mafia. Make this sound bad.
I like that.
And thank you for listening. Because why would we make merch if it wasn't for you? We love you. Thank you for subscribing and rating and reviewing and Patreoning
And we do have a Patreon,
Thank you
guys.
for being awesome.
Just in case you guys
Yeah,
want to go.
check out our Patreon too. We've got fun bonus episodes all over the place. You can join our Discord and talk to us and your other fans.
Yeah, we have
good time.
fun. Good time. Yeah, and thank you guys for sticking with us. And we're back and we're kicking and we're gonna be in full swing. And if you guys have any episode ideas or anything you guys would like to listen to or us to talk about, let us know. Let us know. We'll throw it in there. We'll throw it in somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, Maxis Man, this came from a listener idea, so you never know where your ideas could take off from. And
Doesn't hurt till you
we are
try.
gonna go back to the real world.
Yep.
Bye.
We love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Hey guys, it's Jen. I wanted to pop in here real quick and just give an apology / update after watching the trailer for the new high school pack and then doing editing on this episode here. I realized that non-binary Sims were not included. Unfortunately, EA did not have any canon non-binary Sims that they actually said, yes, this Sim is in fact non-binary until Ash. It says she, her on her pronouns on the trailer for the high school pack. There is also a Sim in that trailer named Sydney, and it says his pronouns are he, him. And if you watch the trailer, he does a promposal to another male Sim, and there's a little bit more inclusion in that, the trailer for that too. There's another same-sex promposal going on, and there's same-sex couples at the dance, the prom also. And I just wanted to apologize that you guys were not included because we do love you. You are valid and you're seen no matter what society says, no matter what EA says. Now here comes the outro.
Buddies. Dag dag.